These 10 essential tips will help you film faster, smoother, and more creatively. The first 3 tips are going to be really essential for helping you get set up quickly when you're filming all by yourself. The first thing you're definitely going to want to do, especially if you shoot most of the time with the same camera and lens combination, is to pre-balance your camera on the RS4 Mini before you even leave the house. You can leave the quick release plate on the camera, and then as soon as you get out into the field, grab the gimbal and then just slide it onto the upper quick release plate, tighten it up, and then you're ready to film without any nonsense trying to balance the gimbal out in the field. Number 2, you're going to want to install the Ronin app on your phone and pair your phone with your gimbal. Make sure it's all working before you leave the house. That's because you're going to need this for some creative features that I'll show you later in the video, like adding pre-programmed keyframes. The last thing you want is to be trying to install the app when you're out and about. Tip 3 is about how you actually use the gimbal out in the field. So you can use the little handle extension, which is also a tripod. Tip 3 is to actually do something a bit different. Instead of using a tripod extension handle, mount a quick release plate to the bottom of the gimbal. Once you've done that, it means you can attach the RS4 Mini to a full-size tripod, which is going to give you loads of creative options, especially when you're filming yourself. So now we've got those quick setup tips out of the way, let's get into the first of the creative shots that we're going to look at for solo shooters. I've got 7 creative ideas coming for you next, and the first one is the most obvious, so we'll just get it out of the way. For this, I'd recommend leaving the little collapsible tripod extension handle on. It's going to make this first shot so much easier to get. Just hold the gimbal out in front of you and walk. This is great for vlog style moments or walking, talking shots to the camera like this. When you're doing this kind of shot, I'd highly recommend that you set the gimbal follow mode to pan follow or PF. That means it's going to try and keep the horizons level and it's not going to be tilting up and down while you're walking. The next creative shot is the POV or point of view glide. Rather than facing the camera towards you, simply spin it round to face forward and then just film where you're going as if it's being viewed through your own eyes. This kind of shot is great for immersive feeling B-roll on location and first person sequences where you really want to bring the viewer into the thing that they're watching. Next up, we've got the walk by with ActiveTrack shot. You can see how handy that tripod mount is on the gimbal. I've just fitted it to this tripod and this makes it so much easier. It also gives you a different range of heights that you can film this shot with to get different creative results. To get this to work, you're going to need the tracking module installed on the RS4 Mini, and then just stand in the scene, hold up your hand to start tracking. Now we've got ActiveTrack active, and then simply walk through the scene. In this case, we're not looking directly at the camera. It's going to take the place of a camera operator following us. So let's start over here and then just casually walk around the car. Normally for this shot, you're going to want the gimbal set to pan follow mode because it's going to keep that horizon nice and level. But if you want to get extra creative, you can set it to pan tilt follow mode. Then the gimbal's going to look up and down as it tracks you around the scene. Next up, we've got the talking, walk and track. For this shot, once again, we're going to be making use of ActiveTrack. So I'll just go and start it using that hand gesture. But unlike the last one, we're actually going to be talking directly to the camera and not ignoring it. And it's almost like having a camera operator slowly following you around. Just creates a more dynamic, interesting looking shot. Things get even more interesting when you fire up the Ronin app. So in the app, you can tap on the create button and this gives you loads of creative choices. The one we're going to be using in this case is the track feature. I'm going to tap track, and if you don't have a cable connected, then you won't be able to automatically start and stop recording on the camera. But if you haven't got that set up, don't worry, just tap OK. Basically what track mode is it allows you to set up predefined keyframes or key points, and then the gimbal is going to move through that range of motion. So if you're filming yourself, you can create nice cinematic pans of where you are without needing a camera operator or someone else to help you. Let's go and get this set up. The easiest way is to tap push mode to enable push mode, and then you can just manually move the gimbal around. And because push mode is enabled, it means I can actually move it around with the hand without the gimbal fighting me. You don't want to try and move the gimbal unless you've got push mode enabled, otherwise you could damage it. Start it about there. Then in the app, tap the plus button to add a waypoint, and now we can go and move the gimbal to where we want it to finish. In this case, I'm just panning, but you could also tilt as well. So I'm just going to pan to the other side of that road, tap plus to enter that second waypoint. And what you can do now is tap on waypoint number 2, and you can decide how long it's going to take to do that panning movement. We're probably going to want a reasonable time. If it's too quick, it's not going to look very, quote, cinematic. So we'll start with 10 seconds. On the first keyframe, I'm going to change the stay time to about 10 seconds. And what that's going to mean is it's going to stay at keyframe 1 when I tap to actually start the movement. That's just going to give me time to get around in the frame. All right, let's do this. I'm going to hit record on the camera, and then I'm going to tap the record button. But remember, we haven't got that cable connected, so it's not actually going to start recording on the camera. And it's going to count down, and then it's going to start moving. We could have probably changed that movement duration to a bit longer than 10 seconds because it was a little bit quick. Let me show you another example with a much slower pan where I'm walking towards the camera. The next creative filming tip is a real time saver sometimes. Once again, we need to use the app for this. You want to set up the RS4 Mini on a tripod. You can use the little mini one if you want, and then just go and get into the scene that you're trying to film. Ordinarily, if I want to sit down here and frame up the shot, I'd have to keep going back to the camera, changing the tripod position or the ball head position, going back, checking it out, recording it, and that wastes a lot of time. Instead, you can just have the camera on the RS4 Mini and use the app. I'm just going to sit here, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to tap on virtual joystick. You can set the speed and smoothness here if you want to, and then just tap this little virtual joystick at the bottom to move the gimbal around. Doing this can save you so much time because it's like having a camera operator able to frame up your shots for you. Also means you can sit down and have a break. For this next shot, to make it a bit easier, you're going to want to take off the tripod quick release plate and then fit back on the extension handle tripod. This shot I call the sidewalk detail or feet glide shot. With the handle firmly attached, you're going to want to spin it down into underslung mode. You can use the joystick or turn the handle to get it pointing towards your feet. You may want to flip or modify the angle of your camera screen just so you can see what's happening. Hold the gimbal out to the side and then just walk to get a nice shot of your feet walking. This is a really nice low angle detail shot that can help to add a bit of intimacy or texture to the video that you're making. There's even more you can do with this gimbal. I highly recommend you watch this video next if you really want to get the most out of the gimbal that you've paid for. I'm Jason Roberts. Please subscribe. I'd really appreciate that, and hopefully I'll see you in that next video.